I really love Biomerge Digivolution. It's an interesting type of Digivolution I've always liked and wanted to see explored further, but I also really love DNA Digivolution, falling in love with it during Adventure 02. If only I could combine that peanut butter with that chocolate. Oh wait, I can. So on today's video, we are going to be giving custom DNA Digivolutions to the Digimon Tamers partners. What is up, digital companions? My name is Karn EX and welcome back to my channel, and if it's not welcome back, we'll change that right now by liking and subscribing. Thank you. Don't make me tell you twice. And yes, once again I am teaming up with some wonderful artists to give DNA Digivolution to the Digimon Tamers partners. Today's art is by Weirdomon, who you can find on Instagram, and Dry, who now has a Twitter you should definitely check out to see tons of amazing Digimon custom artwork. My main concept was an idea of a level beyond Mega. The DNA Digivolution we saw in Digimon 02 was chiefly two champions becoming ultimate, but we do have similar types of Digivolution, like the fusion of the Omnimon in Adventure, or the Jogress of the Omnimon in V-Tamer, which is two Mega Digimon becoming a kind of Ultra level Digimon, and that is ostensibly the type of Digivolution I'm going for today, but it will vary slightly depending on the Digimon, especially a couple of Digimon in particular. According to things like the D-Power Digivice toys, each Digimon in Tamers does have their own Mega level, but obviously due to the events of the show, Digimon like Jerry's Leomon never got to get there. So I'm going to be trying to fold in some lore reasons for each Digimon as to why this might happen, in maybe something like a Digimon Tamers 20th Anniversary OVA or something like that. I don't know. And first of all, we're DNA Digivolving Jerry's Leomon and Susie's Lopmon, or to be specific, the data remnant left behind of Jerry's Leomon, perhaps appearing like a ghost like Mufasa in Lion King, to Susie's Lopmon, who may have become Antilamon or even Cherubimon by the time this hypothetical scenario exists, to create a kind of data DNA Digivolution, and that is Volpatingamon, drawn by Dry. Dry took inspiration from the kinda two sides to Jerry and Susie's partners, meeting in the middle, Antilamon being a Deva turned good, and Leomon being a hero that through his sacrifice caused Jerry grief and opened her heart to the D-Reaper. Dry also took inspiration from Jerry and Susie's shared love of playing, or manipulation as Dry put it. Jerry with puppets like her handsock puppet, and Susie stuffed toys, or, well, Terriermon and Lopmon. And so, to meld the lion and the rabbit, Dry looked to chimeric creatures, and in particular the Jackalope and Volpentinga, both being manipulated stuffed bodies of different animals, mainly rabbits. The result is a puppet Digimon with the body of a rabbit that uses the oversized skin of a lion as a costume, a guardian spirit and protector of both partners, but also with very creepy and alien-like features inspired by the D-Reaper. The lion pelt in this instance of course being the data of the dead Leomon. Dry imagines that Volpatingamon moves in a very weightless and unnatural manner, and fights in a melodic and deceiving way, like the deadly dance of a puppet. I think this came out so well and really nicely creepy. One of those Digimon you can imagine being utterly terrifying to its enemies, but endlessly faithful and kinda cute to its tamer, or tamers in this instance. Moving over to Kazu and Kenta, we paired these two boys together because they're very clearly the closest with each other in comparison to anyone else in the group, and Dry had two very big inspiration points for their partners' DNA Digivolution. Of course, Kazu's Guardromon, which according to the D-Power toys was going to end up as the Mega High Andromon, and Kenta's MarinAngemon, but also the imaginary Digimon Kazu and Kenta dreamt up to be their partners. The wishes and imagination of children is hugely important in Digimon Tamers, the biggest example being Guilmon coming to life from Takato's drawings and ideas. So Dry and I agreed that it made sense to also include Black War Kazumon and Mega Mighty Kentamon into the mix, and so Dry created Belugamon. This is one of my absolute favorite designs in any of these videos today. I adore it. The Beluga whale side tying into the net ocean attributes of MarinAngemon, but with the robotic body of Guardromon, Andromon, and High Andromon. But underneath the robotic helmet is a head very similar to Black War Kazumon, and of course, the golden armored left arm and right arm of Mega Mighty Kentamon. I can just see Belugamon being this absolute powerhouse, but also very gentle and kind, traversing the digital world or fighting off a new threat to protect Kazu and Kenta and all the other Digidestined in Tamers. Just an absolutely gorgeous design from Dry here, wonderful work, I am over the moon with it. And hey, speaking of the moon, that reminds me of today's wonderful sponsor, To The Moon. Oh, shut up, I think it was a good segue actually, I'm proud of this one. But no, this is a fantastic sponsor and the reason I was able to commission these wonderful artists. To The Moon are now launching as the first company in the UK to offer a 2-in-1 app, offering both finance and mobile deals all in one place. And as an early adopter, when you spend with your To The Moon debit card, you actually qualify for completely free mobile service every month. To The Moon actually sent me out my own SIM and I signed up for a debit card with them and it's been amazing. Their 4G coverage has been absolutely fantastic, especially for watching like videos and streams while I'm on the bus to get to the gym or whatever it might be. Believe it or not, yes, I do go to the gym now. And yeah, because I actually signed up and got my own debit card, I now get to spend money with my To The Moon debit card. And when I do that, get free mobile data, text, and calls. It's amazing. And this applies to new and existing users too. So if you're already a To The Moon mobile user, don't worry, this all works for you too. So do make sure you check out the link in the description, download the mobile app, and be one of the first early adopters to get your free debit card with 0 subscription fees or hidden payments. And when you're checking out To The Moon's app, make sure to also slide over to their Instagram, where they have giveaways for things like Amazon gift cards, To The Moon hoodies like this one you can see right now, and free mobile bundles. So huge thank you to The Moon for sponsoring this video. It's actually been really great to work with them. And let's check out that next DNA Digivolution. So next up, our pairing is going to be Rio and Rika. These two are another natural pairing in Tamers due to their dynamic and also provide a really interesting opportunity to explore what a very masculine Digimon and a very feminine Digimon DNA Digivolving might look like. As such, Guardromon very generously decided to design 2 pieces for this DNA Digivolution. One where Sakuyamon is more of the leader and one where Justimon is. And so first up we have Izanamimon, coming from the Izanami no Mikoto, a Japanese goddess of creation and death. This Digimon of course fuses Sakuyamon and Justimon with the coloration and armor more akin to Justimon, but with tons of Sakuyamon peeking through. Justimon's scarves have returned to a state more similar to Cyberdramon, allowing Izanamimon to fly through the air at max speeds and deliver justice with its twin judgment arms. Izanamimon is so powerful it even manifests 2 auras similar to Gankumon Hinukamoi, which are the energies and potential of Renamon and Dracomon. And the other side to this is Bishamon, getting its name directly from Bishamon of Japanese mythology, the protector of the righteous and the Buddhist patron of warriors. Still a hero of justice, the combined power of Justimon and Sakuyamon has allowed Bishamon to manifest the darkness of Millenniumon within Justimon as its own Millennium arm. This hero, above all else, helps the weak and defeats evil, using evil's own power against it as an agent of God's will, just like Sakuyamon. And before we get to Takato and Henry, I actually asked Guardromon to design some DNA Digivolutions for the other characters of Tamers, but I have to be honest here, I am not going to be doing Alice and Minami's partners because while they are a Dobamon and a Caesarmon, according to all the Digivice toys, they both end up as Anubismon, so their DNA Digivolution would just be like a bigger Anubismon. No, I just don't think their DNA Digivolution would achieve much. But Guardromon did do something for Impmon, or specifically Beelzemon and Calumon. Oh yes, I have always loved the idea of further redemption for Beelzemon being done through the catalyst of Calumon. So I think a perfect middle ground is this creation, Azazelmon. Through both Beelzemon's own journey to redeem himself and the overwhelmingly positive influence of Calumon, their combined efforts allowed them to ascend as the Archangel Digimon Azazelmon. While a holy Digimon, Azazelmon still bears the weight of Beelzemon's sins, acting to atone for those sins, and as a scapegoat to absorb the sins of others. Calumon allowed Beelzemon to fully process the pain he caused and manifest the Leomon data he had absorbed as the Regulus bringer on its right arm. Rather than killing evil Digimon, Azazelmon attempts to heal and purify them, and also still retains Calumon's ability to trigger Digivolution in others. And then finally it's time for Takato and Henry, our captain and second in command, forming a natural pair. And once again Guardromon very kindly gave me 2 options, and our first is Fortress Dramon. Gallantmon and Mega Gargamon's intense defensive and offensive powers are at their forefront here. The combination of powerful good energy and Grani, even allowing the power of Megidramon Guardromon to be tamed and folded into this Digimon. Its intense defensive power is matched only by its offensive capabilities, the 2 dragon heads on its ramparts capable of vaporizing a Digimon from extremely long range. I just love that we have the Royal Knight of Galantmon fusing with the big artillery of Megagargomon to become the kind of castle that a Royal Knight might live in. And then the inverse, Riotmon, an outcast Royal Knight who was not accepted by the rest. The DNA Digivolution seeped the digital hazard from Galantmon and into Megagargomon, creating a modern warrior, a road warrior if you will, armed to the teeth, equipped with a riot shield, jetpack boots, and a giant bazooka strapped to his back, with the artillery Megagargomon's line is so fond of. Dissatisfied with the bureaucracy of the Royal Knights, Riotmon prefers to fight evil directly in the real world, and in the context of Digimon Tamers is a powerful Digimon, squaring up against the new threat facing the Tamers partners, even if its combat style may seem egregious and over the top at times. And that is it, our custom designs for DNA Digivolutions of the Ultra level for Digimon Tamers partners. Let me know your favourites in the comments down below, but of course be super kind to both Weirdomon and Dry, who did phenomenal work for this entire video. I am so happy with how this came out. Huge thank you to my Sovereign ZDK14, as well as everyone else you can see on this screen right now for supporting this channel with their hard-earned money. It means the absolute world. It is about to be a very crazy summer for Digimon. I'm so excited to share it with you all, so I will see you next time when we go digital. Bye bye.